I know there were some mistakes that were made, but at the end of the day, the Buffalo Bills ended up losing this game because of the referees. Like this false start here we could see in the final moments of this game. Don't forget, this ended up being the game-winning touchdown for the Rams. Ball is not there. You can clearly see it. Contact is made with Jamarcus Ingram, and clearly their touchdown was the result of a missed call by the NFL refs. And we'll get into the other reasons why we lost this game, but we can clearly see fatal mistakes here by the refs. 38-35, 3 minutes to go in the game, and they completely miss on this false start. Clearly the ball's not snapped. The right tackle is clearly moving before. Should have been a false start. Even Tom Brady, the announcers, everyone saw it. This should have been a false start, completely missed by the refs. Fox News stating that this was a false start, 4th and 5, which should have ended the drive, but the refs miss it. They keep the drive alive. Here's a different angle of it, and you can clearly see him moving before the ball is snapped. It should have been a false start. Should have been a false start. Now here we're going to see Cooper Kupp completely pick the player. So contact was made before the player catches it. And additionally, it's a hold. You can see his hands wrapped around the back of the player. So this was clearly a pick play. Like making contact with Christian Benford before the ball is there. Now it's caught and he's made contact there. Ball's not caught, finally caught. And on top of it, we can see in this angle that he's holding him. His hands are wrapped around his back. So this was pass interference and holding. Here's a still shot of it, and you can see Cooper Kupp's hands covering the number 4 on the back here and of Ingram. And this just clearly is holding. The refs completely missed this. Sean McDermott upset on the pass interference call on us on this play. And I know there was a little bit of tug, but I feel like this happens very often. They really didn't interfere all too much. So Sean McDermott was very upset with this, pointing at the refs. The reality is we lost 42-44. And if it wasn't for this punt being blocked and them scooping and scoring for the touchdown, the Buffalo Bills should have won this game. And additionally, after the game, Sean McDermott said that Matthew Smiley, our special teams coach, didn't have enough players on the field for a punt block. So a lot of people getting on Sean McDermott for this loss, being that we went for a quarterback sneak when we had all 3 timeouts, potentially come back late in the game. Joe Brady opted to go for the quarterback sneak. We went with percentages thinking that we would be successful, and it wasn't. Thus, we had to burn a timeout, and it just unfolded really in a loss. I think there's checks and balances there, so I would say it's Sean McDermott and Joe Brady's fault for maybe going with that. But if we were successful on that play, we would have scored the touchdown and still had all 3 timeouts. So I see and understand where we're coming from. And even Sean McDermott said that we should have never been in that situation throughout the game. And it's true. Our defense did not do any favors for this Buffalo Bills offense that played absolutely tremendous. And Josh Allen's best performance of a quarterback that we've ever seen is remarkable. But this defense really didn't come out urgent, just like Taron Johnson and Terrell Bernard said. The Rams came out with a playoff mentality with their backs up against the wall. The Bills coming in kind of complacent, coming to the West Coast. We just didn't start fast. And I think that level of play the Rams came out in, we just were not prepared for. And even from coaching, McVay coming out with these schemes and the jet sweeps and running the football and creating a lot of mismatches in this Buffalo Bills defense, like A.J. Epinesa, Greg Rousseau, even Von Miller. They look like a chicken with their head cut off at times. And that's the attitude that you need to bring to win in the NFL. The Rams understood their season was on the line, and they came in with everything out there to try to get the W against the Buffalo Bills. And even with that said, we still almost won because of Josh Allen in this offense. we've been talking about complementary football. You know, this offense coming through for this defense at times, this defense coming through for the offense, special teams, and Tyler Bass was somewhat clutch, but that blocked punt just not good for the Bills, which resulted in -6 points, and we only lost by 2. So understanding all that, understanding all the penalties and the things that unfolded during this game, including the refs ringing us completely, we still almost won, going all the way to the West Coast in an away stadium with a team up against the wall with their season on the line. You know, I think the Buffalo Bills still fared very well. Offensively, we can improve running the football a little bit more, staying a little bit more balanced, even if we are behind. And also Joe Brady and the decision to burn a timeout late in the game. I think we can learn from all of these things that unfolded. Bobby Babich coming out with more urgency, and in future videos I'll be breaking down exactly what unfolded there. On the bright side, Josh Allen is the first player to ever record 3 passing touchdowns, 3 rushing touchdowns in a single game. I think this offense did their part in this game to get the W. One thing lacking offensively was our rushing attack, like James Cook, Ty Johnson, Ray Davis. Really, there wasn't much behind that, and I think I kind of understand the reasonings. Being that we were kind of down in this game trying to play catch up, we kind of got away from running the football, and I think we got away from what we ultimately wanted to do offensively, but we still had success. Now, Sean McDermott after the game even stated that we basically lost because of our special teams and our defense. I appreciate you guys all so much. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit like, subscribe for future content. Check the links down below at the Buffalo Fan Shop Etsy store. You can get the Buffalo Chicken Wing merch at sizes small all the way up to 5XL. There's different colors. There's over 50 reviews, and they are all 5-star. Check it out. Red, black, gray, blue, whatever you want. Also, Course Careers is linked down there. That's how I personally started my full-time remote job in 2024. You guys can go through all their free introduction courses, figure out which career path is best for you, and then from there, you purchase the full course. You go through, you develop the skills, you develop how to interview, how to build a portfolio, a resume, then they connect you with people working in the industry who will help you further get hired. Plus, their online certificate, once you graduate, the full final exam is trusted by a lot of hiring managers and recruiters from some of the top companies in the world. But I appreciate you guys all so much. I think the Buffalo Bills are still a great team. There's a lot to learn from here, and I know we're going to continue to improve and continue to get better. You know, this defensive line needs to improve. The pass coverage compared to the pass rush definitely is an area of improvement, and I'll be covering that in a future video. But I truly appreciate you. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe. Josh Allen is going to be league MVP. I'm still hyped up about these Buffalo Bills. Check you guys soon, and go Bills.